Hello everyone, welcome back to our CodeIgniter 4 tutorials. In today's session, we are going to discuss about rate limiting API calls. What exactly rate limiting API calls? With this already we discussed in the early session, but again, now we are going to discuss about the rate limiting API calls. That's the reason just I'm going to tell you what is the meaning of rate limiting. Rate limiting is nothing but it's the control of number of requests for unit time. So for 1 minute 10 requests, 1 hour 100 requests, whatever it may be, that is all about controlling the number of requests which are hitting to my application in a unit time that I want to control. That request may come from an IP address, come from a port number, maybe from different routes, whatever it may be. So how we are going to limit them? The API calls. Generally, why we have to create the API calls? Our application data want to share with some other application. For example, Android application wants to share our application data which is created in CodeIgniter. Our CodeIgniter application data want to share with iOS application. Definitely they will send continuously requests to our CodeIgniter for application. Definitely we have to share the data. Not only these people, sometimes the spam bots and malicious bots may try to access our data. They may send requests to our API continuously. Definitely we have to stop them. For one IP address, I have to restrict in 1 minute one IP address. I want to just allow 60 requests per minute. 1 second, one request. This is okay. So I can just, why I have to restrict it here? First thing here, we have to reduce burden on our application server. If we are getting requests continuously, definitely our application will be slow. Sometimes it may be hang, sometimes it may not process your request data. That's the reason we are just going to use this concept rate limiting API calls. We already discussed it in the early session, Throttler with IP blocker. The same story, guys, nothing is going to be different here. The same what you know earlier, if you know, that's enough, guys. Now I am going to create a small controller which will create an API calls. By using that controller we can request the data in a JSON format. Let us see how we can do this. First let me go and let me create one table. I just want to create one table called products table. I have already table is ready with me, so let us go and let us import the table. I will show you what is the products table is containing. Let me go and let me upload the products table I have right now. So with some dummy data, I will show you the structure of this table. So wait for a minute. Let us upload this. I'm just uploading this. Yes. So what is this? Is uploading or downloading? Yes, it is importing, guys. Fine. Yes, table is uploaded. Now can you see the structure of this table? We have this table, guys, with 6 products I have. With some price and quantity and created it. And if you can see the table structure, this is the table structure. If you want, you can create the same kind of stuff in your computer also, right? So my data is ready. Now I have to create a controller and a model. To that controller, people may send a request to get the data. Whatever the products we have, that data we have to send to iOS people, send to Android people, or send to Java people in a JSON format. For that, definitely we have to create one controller. Let us create a controller. I am going to your editor and go to your controllers, guys, quickly, and I am going to create one controller called products. Let us go and create a new file. This is going to be products.php. Products.php is my controller. We already know how to create a controller and all, so let me make the controller very quickly and let us get the data from a model also. Anyhow, we need a model also, right? So let us do one more thing, and here I want to create one more model. The model is nothing but products model. Let me create this also quickly. Products model, yeah, products model.php. This model should get the data from products table. That data should be transferred to products controller. Here we will convert the data into JSON format. That JSON data can access anybody by giving that URL, by sharing that URL to the people, guys. Let me create my model. Let me create my controllers quickly, guys. Yes, guys, my controller is ready. So let me keep the code here. This is my products model. Sorry, my model is ready here, products model. And we have a method called getProducts, right? So what is this getProducts will do? This will get the data from our products table and will send the data to your products controller. Now let us prepare a controller also, guys. Yeah, my controller is also ready. Can you see my controller here? Here my products controller, and it is loading the products model, and this is the products model I have, so that I am creating the instance of it, because there is a method we have. What is the method? Get products. To access this method, definitely we have to create the instance. After including this here in the above, here we are including this your model. So here we are getting data, but did you see, as of now every controller is going to extends with the controller class, but this time now I'm going to use resource controller, especially when we are working with APIs, RESTful API services. This is the best class and this is the best practice to go. Later in the APIs I will explain you what about this class exactly. Here we have a method, guys, respond method. This respond method is available in this resource controller. What this respond method will do, if it is a core PHP, we can use JSON encode, JSON decode methods, right? So this respond method is an equivalent of JSON encode. So whatever the data we are getting from the database, this is the data we are having. That data I have to send it to as a response. We just need to return the data. We don't want to echo or anything, but if it is a core PHP, we are echoing the data, echo JSON encode, something we are doing, the data will be converted into JSON format. Here we don't want to do, just return respond data. That's enough, guys. If that is not there, we have one more thing. I mean, if data is not found, we have fail not found. Don't worry about these methods, we will discuss later. Now my main intention is here we have to talk about API calls. Okay, now the things are ready. Let me do one thing. So here we have to call it, right? So let me do one thing. We have something called products. I just want to check it, products, and can you see my data is in the form of JSON format. I'm not echoing anywhere in my controller. Did you see? I'm just returning the data only, and just if we can go and check this, this is my things, guys. My data is ready. So this is the JSON format. Give this URL to anybody. So now I want to check this by using REST client. I have something called REST client to check the APIs. Okay, let it be open. Yes, guys, from this REST client, I just want to pass my URL here, localhost CI for products, get products. Let us click the send button. This request should be get request. Okay. Now I'm checking. Can you see here? I'm able to see the data. How many products I have? Those many products are coming in the form of JSON format. I mean, just for checking whether my service is working or not. That's why I'm using this REST client, advanced REST client service, to check whether my API is working or not. Okay. Now you are sending a request continuously. I'm hitting this button continuously. I'm hitting this button to get the data from database. But how many requests will you send to this? But okay, if you are a genuine user, we can send 10 requests or 20 requests in a minute. Okay, no problem for us. If the spam bots or some hackers, some other people may send continuously requests to the same URL, then it will create burden on our application. Then definitely we have to stop it. Let us see how we can stop this, guys, here. For this, we already created a IP blocker. So this is simple thing, guys. We don't want to do anything. Go to this IP blocker filter. We already written this. Here we have request of IP address, 4 requests per a minute. If you want, you can make it as a 60 requests, whatever it may be. Or else if you want to create a separate file for APIs, this is just IP blocker we created in the early session. No sir, if you want to create a separate file, yes, we can do that too also. Do one thing. So let us copy the same code, guys. Nothing required here. So where is the file we have to create here? This file should be created into the filters. Go to the filters. Let us create a file called API blocker. Whatever it may be, that is our choice completely. Now I am going to create a file API blocker. API blocker.php file is created. Let me keep the same code, rename it. The file is going to be API blocker. Right, this is the file we have. Anyhow, before only the same, nothing to be changed, guys. Here, this is API. Whatever the data you want to send to those people, that should be into a JSON format, definitely. So we cannot send the data like this, guys. Too many hits to server. It is not good practice, I believe. So here, what I want to do, I just want to send an array of message. Let us go with some message. It should be message. The message is going to be too many hits. Wait for some time. Too many hits to server. Please try after some time. This is the message I just want to display. But this is an array. you cannot send an array to the API people as a response, right? This should be converted into JSON encode, guys. Let us use the method JSON encode method. By using this method, this is core PHP method, or you can use CodeIgniter method like this also, guys. Whatever you want, yes you can. But here just you can pass this, or else just you can use JSON encode. That's enough, guys. We don't want to go with this. This is a core PHP method. In this JSON encode method, just you can pass the array. That's it. So if you are sending requests to server continuously, then it is going to be stop us, right? Definitely, guys. Perfect. Now, so this API blocker we have to use. Earlier in the filters, first of all, remember, once we created the filter, that filter should be registered, right? IP blocker is registered, as well as API blocker also should be registered, guys. Go to your filters. This is where this file is available in our config folder, filters.php app config folder. So here I want to use API blocker. That API blocker should be first of all imported here in this aliases, guys. So now I just want to write, this is going to be API blocker. This filter is for only for API calls, right? You can take this only for API calls. API blocker, and the class is going to be API blocker. Don't do spell mistakes. API blocker, BLOCKER, right? This API blocker should be defined. If you are defining here, it is going to be applied for each and every one, right? This is not the correct thing. So come here I am coming down. So same, take it, sorry, I just want to write here, I just want to apply the filter here. What is our filter? API blocker. This is the filter API blocker. Before, I just want to write products, PRODUCTS, products/star. What is the meaning of this? But earlier I think we didn't use such a manner, I believe. Now this time I'm using products/star. Products is our controller. In this controller we write so many API calls, right? For every API call, so it is going to see whatever the API call you want to access from this, guys. So this is going to be star, means all the methods of the particular controller. That is the meaning of this exactly. I just written star here. Go to this. Star means products is a controller /star, each and every segment. After that, after controller, what is the next segment? Each and every method, right? Method is the segment. So this is the meaning of it. In a controller, products controller, you may have 10 methods. For all the 10 methods, it is going to be applied. So for this controller, products controller, you can send whatever the data you want to access, but you can send only how many requests you can send. We written something here, 4 requests only we can send. You can access any of the method, whatever the method it may be, you can access it, right? So this is going to be, sorry, here I think we written, right? So 4 requests per minute based on the IP address. Anyhow, I already told you this IP address won't work in the local server. Just you can take it as a test, guys. While moving this to live, definitely it will work in the live server. I already tested, don't worry about it. Just while working in the local server, you can take something like test API or something like, you can take any name here. Okay, now this API, we are sending a request. Now I am going to this just for checking, guys. Now we are getting the data. Let me send the request continuously. At particular point of time, definitely it has to stop the request, right? So we are sending, can you see, a JSON data was reported message, too many hits to server, please try after some time. To this API, if anybody sends requests continuously, but definitely they are not entertained here, definitely they are going to be stopped. So this is a good practice always to improve the application performance, guys. But if so many people are accessing our application, definitely there is some burden. Now so many people are there, they may be genuine, but some people are there, they are not genuine. They will attack, they will, by using some third-party software, they will attack the data and they will try to get the data, and this is not a good practice always. So we have to restrict that API calls. It's a good practice, guys, always, and better idea to implement the filter with the throttler classes. If throttler is not there, seriously, in CodeIgniter 3 we don't have a concept called throttler. We have to implement that concept our own way, but luckily we have this concept. In Laravel also we have the same concept, guys. Here throttler concept is there. There is also a concept called rate limiting API calls. This is one of the very mostly used concept while we are working with APIs. Don't worry, in the upcoming sessions we are going to concentrate on API calls also. Let us see how we can create an API, how we can share this API to others as well, guys. This is all about the rate limiting API calls. Thank you guys. If you have any doubts, please comment under the video section and please subscribe our channel. Thank you all guys.